Okay, so when you think about getting a good night's sleep, your mind probably goes straight to, well, your mind, right? Your brain. But what if the real control center for your rest is somewhere totally unexpected? We're about to dive into a secret connection that could completely change how you think about sleep. Exactly. It's a wild thought, isn't it? We're all taught to blame our brains when we're tossing and turning, stress, anxiety, the never-ending to-do list. But what if the real root of the problem, and maybe even the solution, is actually deep inside our gut? And look, this isn't just some niche issue. Researchers are literally calling the rise in sleep disorders an epidemic. Not getting enough sleep impacts everything from your blood pressure to your mental health. And for so many of us, the anxieties of the last few years have just poured gasoline on that fire. So let's follow that gut feeling, shall we? In this first part, we're going to uncover the science behind this incredible world that's living inside of us and find out how it's secretly pulling the strings when it comes to our sleep. To really get a handle on this, the scale we're talking about is just mind-blowing. We're not just individuals, we are walking, talking ecosystems. You have trillions of tiny microorganisms living in your gut. Think of it like a bustling city inside you that does way more than just digest your lunch. So the big question is, how on earth does this bustling city in your gut actually talk to your brain? Well, it happens through something called the Microbiota gut-brain axis. The easiest way to picture this is like a super fast 24/7 hotline running directly between your brain and your gut, with messages constantly flying back and forth. Okay, so we know this superhighway exists. Now let's take a closer look at how it actually works. We're going to explore how the traffic on this route has a direct impact on whether you get a good night's rest or not. And here's the crucial part. This isn't a one-way conversation. It's a feedback loop, a total two-way street. A few bad nights of sleep can actually mess up the balance of your gut microbes. And, in turn, an unhealthy gut can lead straight back to fragmented, low-quality sleep. It's a vicious cycle where one problem just feeds the other. So how does this actually work? How does your gut literally tell your brain, hey, it's time to power down? Well, it starts with your gut microbes. They break down food and produce these things called metabolites. One of them, butyrate, is a real superstar for promoting deep sleep. Those signals then travel up that superhighway through pathways like the vagus nerve and your bloodstream, and they directly influence your brain chemistry to regulate sleep. And if you need more proof of just how deep this goes, get this. We all think of serotonin as the happy chemical in our brains, right? Well, it's also absolutely essential for regulating sleep. And guess what? A huge chunk of your body's serotonin isn't made in your brain at all. It's produced right there in your gut. It's pretty incredible. So it makes sense then that when the communication on that superhighway starts to break down, there are some pretty serious consequences. Let's take a look at what happens when that connection gets disrupted. The research is piling up and it's showing a clear, undeniable link. For people with insomnia, studies often find less diversity in their gut microbiome, basically fewer types of good bacteria, and specifically fewer of those bacteria that produce those sleepy signals we just talked about. We see similar patterns for things like obstructive sleep apnea and IBS. The evidence is just getting stronger and stronger. And if you're looking for the smoking gun, this is pretty much it. In one amazing study, scientists took gut microbes from mice that had sleep problems, designed to mimic sleep apnea, and they put them into perfectly healthy mice. And what happened? The healthy mice started having sleep problems too. I mean, think about that. That's not just a correlation. It's powerful evidence that the gut microbiota can actually cause sleep issues. All right, so after all that, here's the good news. If a bad gut can cause bad sleep, does that mean a good gut can fix it? This is where the research starts to get really exciting and honestly pretty hopeful. Can we actually eat our way to a better night's sleep? The answer seems to be a big yes. Scientists are looking at a few different ways we can hack our gut for better sleep. There are probiotics, which are the live beneficial bacteria themselves, like sending in reinforcements. Then there are prebiotics, which is basically food for your good bacteria, things like fiber. A diet full of polyphenol-rich foods and fermented foods helps too. And there are even cutting-edge therapies like fecal microbiota transplants, which are designed to give your gut a complete reboot. And listen, this isn't just theory. We have human studies to back it up. Just look at this chart. You can see a really clear, measurable jump in sleep quality for the groups taking probiotics with specific strains like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium, especially when you compare it to the placebo group. The data really does speak for itself. So where does this all leave us?
It feels like we're just scratching the surface of this gut-brain superhighway. As we keep learning more, could we be heading toward a future where the first treatment for insomnia isn't a sleeping pill, but a personalized gut treatment? Maybe a custom probiotic or a specific diet tailored just for you, designed to tune up your gut for a perfect night's sleep? It's a pretty powerful idea to rest on.